Good evening, everybody. It's a great day at Elkhart Community Schools. Welcome to our YouTube channel, and thank you for joining us for our second edition of our promotion of the Parent Connection Expo. That is happening March 26th, Saturday from 11 to 2 p.m. You don't want to miss it. 2 weeks ago, we gave you a preview of our district experts. Today, we have a preview of some of our community partners. So we have 4 community partners on and a very special expert from the district. So I will let everybody introduce themselves. First, we have Tonda Hines, and I'll allow her to give her a little introduction.
Hello, thanks for having me. I'm so excited, and thanks for our partners for joining us this evening. My name is Tonda Hines, and I am the District After School Program Manager. And I'm just excited to our Parent Connection coming up and working with our partners who will be present to share their summer programming that they will be providing for our students this summer.
Thank you, Tonda. We have a special guest from the Boys and Girls Club. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nicole Sullivan. I am the program manager for the Boys and Girls Club. I've worked here a long time, so I'm going to be talking about what we do after school with the kids.
Thank you, Nicole. And we have another special guest from Lifeline. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is David Gaona. I work with Lifeline, and I actually was raised in Elkhart, so I have a passion for all of our students here in Elkhart, and I'm just excited that we get to do this, and thank you for the great privilege to share.
Thank you, David. And last but not least, we have an expert from Oakland. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Angie Locke. I am one of the mental health liaisons. I'm in Oakland. I work for the Elkhart district, and I have been at Oakland for about 10 years. I was a therapist for a few years before moving into the role that I'm in now. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the partnership that the Elkhart Community School System has with Oakland.
Thank you so much to all of our community partners that are here. Again, this is to promote our Parent Connection Expo that is happening on March 26th. And this is the district's initiative to connect parents to the resources, to get the families and communities engaged. So you know what we are doing as a district, who we are partnering with, and the resources we have for you and your family. So we're going to hear from each of our guest speakers. They're going to share information about their programming, what they do with the district, what those programs look like, and how it benefits parents and students of Elkhart Community Schools. So as they give their presentation, I am going to be thinking of questions. I know you guys have some questions, and I'm going to think of some questions, and we'll have a little dialogue between each presentation. And in the end, we'll wrap it up in a nice little bow. But what you want to know about the Parent Expo is it's going to be lots of community partners, not just the 3 that are on our live today. Lots of community partners. We'll have childcare for the kids. So if you don't have a babysitter, you can still come. We'll be giving away prizes. We'll be giving away gift cards. So this is an event you don't want to miss. The Parent Connection Expo is March 26th, Saturday from 11 to 2. So I'm going to give it to Tonda, who coordinates all of the partnerships that we have. And she is going to tell you a little bit about her role and the partners and how that process folds out. So Tonda, I'll give you the floor.
Well, again, like I said, we are just excited and very grateful and appreciative of all of our partners, those that are with us this evening. And we do, as Daisy said, have lots more that will be at the expo, sharing their information as well. And it's really an ongoing process that has just evolved over time with extended beyond after school programming into the summer programming. And each organization has been working with Elkhart in some capacity for some time now, at least 5+ years. And we are now a little more intentional with the collaboration within each partner. And so I think that's very unique in the sense that it's a little more intentional with programming purposes. And while they each have a lot of similarities, they're unique within their own organization. And as they're sharing, you will hopefully pick up on that. So it's just really, really a rich resource for our students. And it's going to be exciting to see how our kids are going to be able to be a part of some very great quality programs, regardless to where they go. So if they're at Boys and Girls Club, they're still going to get some SEL and STEM activities. If they're over at Lifeline, they're going to get those. And if they are with the Parks Department programs, they're still going to touch on some of those same similarities. So we're just really excited and very grateful. It takes a village, and this community is really stepping up and working with the district. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So Tanya, I have some follow-up questions for you. Not out the hot seat yet, so sorry.
Man.
Yeah, you thought you were getting off that easy. So can you talk a little bit about the process you use to make the community partnership connections, how you choose the right partnerships, and some of the criteria that you consider before making those connections and letting them offer services to our students?
Well, I have to say, it's been over time. So I think that what's happening now is that we're fostering relationships that started probably even before I've been with the district 22 years. However, Oaklawn's been around for a long time. Lifeline's been around for a long time, and we've been doing pockets of programming. And now I believe, like I said earlier, it's more intentional. So really, it's just utilizing the resources that have been around for a while. Boys and Girls Club, they're in the schools now for before and after care, and then we have the Brady Center. So we're really just, I would more so say it's not so much we're choosing them, they've chosen us. We have the kids, right, in the district, and their program speaks to the needs of the kids. So I think it's more of just reimagining our relationship that we've had over years, even probably when I'm a product of the district as well. And I'm sure, Oaklawn's been around for a long time, and a lot of our other partnerships. So it's really just over time, enhancing the relationships that we've had.
I love that you said they chose us, and we appreciate any community partner, whether you just donate time or resources or you provide ongoing program. We are so appreciative of you. And you guys, I just realized I didn't introduce myself, so let me do that really quickly before I ask Tanya more questions. My name is Daisy Davis. I'm president of the school board, and I have the honor of hosting this live event. Sorry, I should have did that in the beginning, but I just thought about it and I wanted to plug that in. So Tanya,
yes.
What if a community partner wanted to be involved and partner with you? How do they contact you? What does that process look like?
My office is located in one of our elementaries, Roosevelt STEAM Academy. They're welcome to call there. They can call the district and seek me out in that way, and just share what they are doing and how it may fit into the programming that we are doing currently, and what programming that we're not aware of that can help kids, and see how we can, embed it into what we are doing. So it's really just, like I said earlier, they've seeked us out, and we seek them out in terms of just what that partnership can look like. And so it's uniquely done for each organization. So really just contacted me. I mean, we think we kind of know all the resources around, but we don't. So we are very welcoming to new relationships, as well as fostering the ones that we currently have.
That's nice to know. So if you have a business, a program, and you like to partner with us, Tanya would love to have a conversation with you. If you just want to donate time or resources, we'd love to have that too. So if you know somebody, or you're a business owner or partner, get in touch with Tanya. We'd love to hear from you. Tanya, can you talk a little bit about the difference between the after school programs and the summer programs, if there is a difference, and what kind is offered in those two areas?
I would say the only difference would probably be the time frame. I mean, because really we want, it's almost a sense of year-round programming for students. So it's really, the summer is just a continuation of what we're doing during after-school programming. So there's not a whole lot of difference. Now there's, the weather kind of is on our side more in the summer. So we're able to do more and provide more nature, probably things outside, and having kids get the fresh air. But really, it's just a continuous of what we are doing after school. And some of those things are STEM engaging STEM, and we character building. So you have the SEL, trauma informed activities are engaging. Like I said, the ones that we have with us this evening, and mental health, and working. There's some programs that provide some parenting pieces in there. And so we try to connect it all together. So it's really more of a continuation of the resource as opposed to a huge difference.
That's nice to know that the activities go year round, because I think some people might assume that it's just after school or during the school year. And some people might think, oh, we don't have anything in the summertime. So that's a great opportunity for parents to keep their kids involved year round. I know we have 3 of the partners on the call now. Can you talk about or just name some of the other partnerships we have that are not represented on the call?
Yes, we have David is with us. We have 5 Star Life, and they are after school program summer. And they, the other neat thing that we are finding ourselves, we're collaborating, and partners are working with partners. So 5 Star doesn't necessarily, they have summer programming. However, they've partnered with Lifeline, Parks, Boys and Girls Club, and Summerscape to there again continue those after school programs that they're doing after school in the summer with the partners that are providing 7 to 8 week programs. So Lifeline, and we have Ethos Innovation Center. So working with them, and there again, that's a continuation of things that we're doing with them during the school day. Actually, Ethos works with our teachers with on the science curriculum. And so that's continuing, and they have a program, Lab in a Bag, that they're going to be working, that they have been doing, and they're going to embed that in some of the programming for the summer. Ethos and Boys and Girls Club they're on. So I think directly working with the students, those would be the You Lead. Looks like we have Clarence from the Parks with us. We have You Lead, working more with our secondary kids, our middle school and high school. There again, that's more on leadership and character building. And they're doing that again after school. So there again, it's just a continuous programming cycle for us for the summer. And I hope I haven't missed any. And if I have, I apologize, but I think that's it.
Thanks for sharing that. And I'm so excited to hear that they're doing character building. That is one of the commitments of Elkhart Community Schools, to make sure our kids are college, career, and life ready. And you can't be any of those things if you don't have the right character and mindset. So that's great to hear. And sometimes I'm in the schools at the end of the day, and I see them doing fitness and exercise. So we offer some great programs. I'm so excited that we're able to do this. Thank you, Tonda. We might circle back around to you. Now we want to hear from Nicole from Boys and Girls Club. Nicole, I'll give you the floor, and you can share a little bit about the programming you guys do at Elkhart Community Schools.
We have 2 locations. We have the Brady Center, which serves K through 8. And then we have our Teen Center, which is located at the freshman division. The Brady Center is open right after school up until 7 o'clock, and our Teen Center is open until 8 o'clock. We do have before school care through Kids Care. So kids can be dropped off at 5:30 in the morning. That's a weekly fee-based program, but they're located in most of the Elkhart Community Schools. We have the Beardsley and the freshmen can just walk to the club because we're located inside of the schools. We have transportation from Oslo Elementary School through Elkhart Community Schools, so they bus the kids over here. We do our own transportation for North Side, West Side, and the high school, so those kids can all come to our program as well. If you're in another school, or even if you're homeschooled, we do accept those kids as well. They just have to find their own way to the club. And thanks to Elkhart Community Schools, we are able to provide transportation home after club as well, as long as the club members live in Oslo or Beardsley's busing zones. So at the club, we provide club and youth and all the teens with a safe and fun, positive environment. And we have focused on 4 key program areas, which are academic success, career development or workforce readiness, good character and leadership, and healthy lifestyles. So what that looks like is we offer homework help and tutoring after school. We do career exploration activities. They're mostly hands-on activities where the kids learn like hands-on job skills, and sometimes they even get to try out some of the activities that you would do if you were actually working in that career field. We do academic enrichment and try to continue the learning that they're learning in class after club. We have some different STEM programming like Lego robotics, and we just started a STEM mentoring program. So they're learning a lot of different areas of science. We have some volunteer clubs like Torch Club and Keystone, where the kids get to plan out what volunteer activities they would like to do. And then they get to go out to the community and complete those activities and projects. We do some healthy lifestyles programs and activities. It's like we focus on not smoking, not drinking, how to say no to your friends, even if it's just like sneaking into a movie. Like, how do you stand up to your friends when they're trying to get you to do something? We have some SEL programs where we help the kids learn different coping skills and how to manage their emotions. We have a teen pregnancy prevention program that we run at the high school as well. And then we have sports. So we have MYSL. So kids 12 and over, they compete against other local nonprofits. So we go against Lifeline, Oaklawn, and we go against the other boys and girls clubs, and that's always a lot of fun. Outside of that, we do art programming as well. We usually do 6 to 8 week long art programs where they focus on one type of medium or a specific type of art. And we also are able to provide some drumming, guitar, and vocal lessons through Music Village. So they have trained professionals coming in and teaching the kids. And all of that stuff we offer to the kids for free after they pay our membership fee. When they're not in a program, they're usually in the games room, and in the games rooms we have foosballs, tables, pool tables, bumper pool, carpet ball, lots of board games and card games. And in there we really focus on building character and social skills with the kids, so they learn how to interact with other kids their own age. We offer monthly family nights as well, where the whole family can come and they can enjoy club activities. We do monthly teen nights where sometimes we'll be open until 10 or 11 o'clock for the teens, and they can come out. We usually let them invite a few of their friends that are not club members so they can come and check out the club and see what it's all about. On site, we have a behavior specialist. So if there's kids that are really struggling, Miss Alexa can pull them out of this space and work with them one-on-one and help build some of those skills that they really need. Another thing that we do have is our PFC, our Partnership for Children, where we partner with Oaklawn and The Source, and they help us provide training to our staff so we can all know how to deal with the kids that might be struggling a little bit more in certain areas. And if it's something more than what we can handle here, we do send out referrals for Oaklawn for skills training. And there's a bunch of other organizations wrapped up in there too. So we do what we can to help connect parents with the resources that they need for them or their children. We are also open on e-learning days for homework help from 10 until 6. So the kids can come in. We have 2 to 3 hours dedicated for homework help, and then the rest of it is kind of like a free time or a rec time. And then we do art and gym on those days as well. We're also open on spring break and fall break, and we are open every summer. This summer, our registration is going to start on April 1st. So our membership fee is $35 for the whole school year. For summer, we do charge an additional $25 registration fee. And that just kind of holds their spot because we do limit how many kids we can have here during the summer. So if anybody's interested in setting up, you guys can go to our website. It's greatfutures.club, or you can come in to the Brady Center. We are here from 10 until 7 every night, and you can sign up.
That is awesome information, Nicole. I think Boys and Girls Club has been around for so long. People just generally think you drop your kids off, they play for a couple hours, it's great babysitting, and you bring them home. I had no idea that you guys offer so many awesome services. I love that you have the support for e-learning days. You're open during the summer and for breaks. One question I know that some of the viewers may have: what if you have a large family, several kids? I'm assuming the membership fee is per child. Do you have any type of financial assistance or scholarships for families who may not be able to afford that enrollment fee?
Yeah, we do offer some scholarships. We usually get money donated that we set aside for scholarships. And then for kids care, we have like a sliding scale. So the first child is $45, and then I think the next one's like $30, and then it goes down a little bit. So you won't be paying full price if you enroll 5 kids into kids care. Our membership fee stays $35 regardless of how many kids you have, but we do have that scholarship. It's just a separate form that you can fill out, and we just need some type of proof of verification. But we approve them on site, so it doesn't take too long to find out if you can get one or not.
Thank you. And they can do all of this through the website you provided a few minutes ago?
I don't think we have the scholarship application online. We just have our main application online, but if they come in, Miss Alice is our front desk staff, and she gets everything that you will need.
Okay. And then the enrollment process, can they start that through the website also?
Yes. If you file the application online, you may pay online, or you can choose to pay in person. If you come in to the Brady Center, we only take cash or check. And then it's better if you come in, because then we can make sure we have everything we need. Sometimes we have some extra forms, like the spring break forms, the fall break forms, we have separately, and you can't get those online. So if you come in, we can make sure that you have everything that you need.
Thank you so much. So we have tech working hard in the background. Jacob, if you can hear me, I'm going to have Nicole repeat that address again. If you could type it in the comment section, if that's possible through the live stream, so that if people are watching and they don't have anything to write with, they could just watch the replay and get the information. So if that's possible, Jacob, could you repeat that website address again for me?
Yes, it's greatfutures.club.
One more time, Nicole.
greatfutures.club.
Thank you so much. IT is on it. They sent me a text message. So if you want to connect with the Boys and Girls Club, Nicole has given us some fantastic information. They have lots of program and support for our families and for our kids. Go to the website, check out the resources, and get your child enrolled. Next up, we have David from Lifeline, who have been longtime partners of the district. I'm going to give you the floor, David, and you can tell us about some of your programs.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me, man. I am just so passionate about the south side of Elkhart. And Lifeline, we've been in Elkhart for 59 years, since 1963. So like Tanda was saying, we've been here for quite a while. And throughout the year, a regular school year, we provide after-school programs for grades 3rd through 12. For our elementary programs, we are heavily involved at Monger and Hawthorne. And at Monger and Hawthorne, we are there 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, from 2 to 4:30 p.m. And those are third through sixth graders there. So every day we have the same students. At our regular elementary program, the kids will come in from 2 to 3. It'll be like a gym time, board game, going outside time. And then from 3 to 3:30, we provide tutoring for the students there. So we help them with their homework. And then from 3:30 to like 3:45, we provide dinner. And then we do social emotional learning and small groups. And then we provide some more game time. And then we also provide programs for middle school and high school. Our middle school and high school programs are at our Lifeline building on State Street in downtown Elkhart. And we work heavily with Pierre Moran for middle school. So we have a bus that picks up at Pierre Moran right after school, and we bring the kids over to our Lifeline building. And again, it's more unstructured than elementary. Here they get to play basketball, soccer, a lot of dodgeball. We have a whole game system where we have like about 7 Xbox Ones with different games. And they get to play their Fortnite, and then we have a VR headsets that they love playing with. And again, they will get a dinner every time they are at a Lifeline program. The difference from elementary dinner is that in middle school and high school, they have homemade dinners. So people from the community sign up to provide a fresh cooked meal for the students here. And some of them come just for the meal. I'm not gonna lie, some of them come just for the meal. But yeah, so our middle school and high school programs are here at our Lifeline building. Monday and Tuesday is middle school and high school girls, and Wednesday and Thursday is middle school and high school boys. But not only do we do after school programs in the school system, we also work heavily with Life Academy juniors and seniors. We have a construction program, and in that construction program, those junior and senior boys are able to sign up, and they earn credits towards their graduation. And in the construction program, they get skills from construction, plumbing, electric, and we have even these companies have agreed to hire our students if they graduate through our program. So these students that go to Life Academy, by the end, they can have a career if they go through our program, which is just a really, really sweet thing. And we love that partnership that we have with them. If you guys ever come down State Street where our Lifeline building is at, you will see that we have done a lot of remodeling of houses, which was done through our construction program. And one of those houses is called Imo's Den. It is a quadplex. And Imo's Den is a transition home for some of our students that have graduated and they don't have a support system. So we found that when our students graduate, they lose all their teachers, their mentors, their coaches, they lose Lifeline because we only go up to senior high. And a lot of these kids, they don't have a support system. So they end up making wrong choices. So we provided a house where if they want to come, they will be required to live under certain rules. And when they live there, they'll have to take financial classes. So my wife and I were the house parents there. So I teach these students financial literacy on a weekly basis. I do cleaning checkups. So I go into their house and make sure everything is cleaned. And we have to have some tough talks. But yeah, so these young people, they have to they either have to be going to college or working. They cannot just stay there for free. And the goal is for them that after 2 years, they will be able to sustain themselves. Since we've already provided like a foundation on how to pay a bill, how to save money, and how to even maintain a clean house. That way, after the 2 years, they can go and they're able to purchase a house or rent, and they will be okay. So we're really excited about this transition home. Currently, we have 3 young men living there right now. And honestly, it's just been such an honor to watch them grow. And it's only been like 6 months of them being there. And all those 3 boys have come through our construction program. For the summer, we also provide an 8-week-long summer camp. and that's from June 6th through July 27th. The cost is $10 per week per child, and that's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And with the $10, that includes breakfast, lunch, swimming at the Pimaran pool once a week, and a weekly field trip. So with that $10, that's all included. And during the day, the students get a lot of different activities. We start with our social emotional learning, and then we split up into our small groups. That way our students can just get a foundation and some structured time before we get on with the day. And we have like 30-minute blocks throughout the day. So like the public library will come in and they will read to the students and engage them in reading. The cool thing about this year, Tanda was saying, the Ethos Center, well, the Ethos Centers has partnered with us, and they're going to be providing some fun science activities. And I said fun science activities. Science can be fun, and I've seen it. The Ethos Center, they do such a great job. We have arts and crafts, and we even have engineering. And with our engineering block, we have provided a lot of different competition and activities with Legos and like magnetic toys and tinker toys. So engineering can be done with Legos. And I've seen it done. I went to Orlando a few months ago, and I went to the Lego world, and there were some magnificent Lego sculptures, and I never knew that could be possible. So now we brought that here to Lifeline, and students are able to do some pretty spectacular things with the Legos. And of course, with summer camp, we have a lot of gym and a lot of outdoor activities that the kids will be running around all day long. And that's just, we do a lot, but that's just like a small cap of what we do.
That was a huge recap of what you do. I'm so impressed with the services you guys provide. We did not have access to all of this when I was going to school. We had basic stuff, and it was nothing as elaborate. But it sounds like Lifeline is a lifeline to so many other resources for our young people. I love that you guys are providing that transition for the families or students who don't have that support. Is there an age out to that program? So do they have to come right out of high school into the transition? And I know you said they can stay for 2 years, but is there a cap of an age that you can't participate?
Yeah, it just all kind of depends on case to case. It depends on who it is and just the relationship that we have with them. We did do this home for our students specifically, but just because we know where they're at, we know the things that they've dealt with, and we've been alongside them throughout all these years. So if they're able to live at that house, we're already going to have a relationship with them that we can build upon. But yeah, it all depends on who it is and in the case that is brought up.
That's good. And I love that you guys are feeding them. So many students in our district have food scarcity, and they're having a long day. You're going to these after school programs, and not a lot of them, or some of them, may not have food at home. So I love that you're taking care of those nutritional needs, because when kids are hungry, that leads to a lot of other behaviors or things like that. So I love that they're getting fed too. So thank you so much for your participation, all the wonderful things you do at Lifeline. We are going to give the Parks Department the floor. So yes, Clarence, you. Thank you for joining us. Can you just introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about the partnership that Elkhart Community Schools has with the Elkhart Parks Department, and what are some of the programming you guys do?
Well, my name is Clarence Thomas, as you said before. With the Parks Department, I'm in charge of facilities and programs. The Parks Department and the Elkhart Community Schools have had a long relationship, probably, I would say, longer than anybody else here, right? So we've always had summer programs. In the past, we had programs. We have a lot of different programs that happen throughout the year. So I'll give you an example. We have PMRAN Pool that's open June 6th as well. McNaughton Spray Park, Ideal Beach. We have softball going on. If anybody's interested in being, any parents interested in being a softball umpire, we're always looking for softball umpires. Nibco Water and Ice Park will have a Summer Soul series this year. We're gonna have Music by the Water. We have a youth soccer league we're starting this year, this spring, and it'll be going through July. We have a Ladies Inspire Fitness Together Lift program that happens at, have you been to that, Daisy? Have you been there before?
I am more of a workout at home,
Right.
not a walk outside person. So I know the group, but I have not participated.
Right. So that's a really fun group. And they meet at, where is it? I can't remember what park it is. They meet at one of the parks. We have a farmer's market that meets all throughout the summer. We're getting ready for the Rhapsody Arts and Music Festival, which happens every year in July and in June. We have a spring fabulous pop-up market that's happening this week. So really our programs are for the whole family. We always have programs for kids, but we really try to focus on the whole family. We have, if you go to our website at the City of Elkhart's website, there's a link with the Parks and Recreation Department, which has a lot of different information about, what we have offered, the offerings we have. So a lot of our programs we really ramp up in the summer. So there's a lot of things that you're able to be involved in as a family. And, we make sure that the entry to all these events, like the PM Ram pool, we've lowered it from $5 to $3 to give people more opportunities to go swimming. Ideal Beach, we make it affordable for a family to attend Ideal Beach. So that's who we are. That's what we do.
So of course, I have some follow-up questions for you. And if you haven't been to the PM Moran pool since they did the renovations, it is fabulous. I spend a lot of time out there with family and friends, and it's just a great time. And it's space for the little ones as well as the big ones. So if you haven't been, you need to go. Clarence, my job with the Parks Department was summer program at PM Moran. So I did that for several years. So if our students want to apply for the job, where do they go and how do they apply?
The easiest way to do so is to go online. It's all open online. There's a link. Just follow the link and you can apply for any job that we have. We even offer the opportunity we'll train you to be a lifeguard. If you'd like to be a lifeguard, if you feel like you're a strong enough swimmer, that's an opportunity. We're always looking for lifeguards. So Daisy, you'll be excited that we're working on some renovations even still to PM Moran pool.
Oh, wow.
And some new chairs and different things like that to provide some nice amenities. And also we're working on renovations to Studebaker Park and also to High Dive Pavilion. So you'll see some really nice renovations happening in those two facilities as well.
So can you provide the website? Tech is actually going to put it in the description. So when people watch the replay, they have your direct information. So do you have the website so they can put that in the description?
Yes, it's www.elkhartindiana.org. It's pretty easy.
Well, one more time, Clarence, one more time.
It's www.elkhartindiana.org.
Thank you. And I think it's fantastic. It's kind of sad that you guys are moving out and Tolson is getting a renovation, but it's also very exciting because there's going to be so many new things and exciting things going on there. So can you just provide that date and time for that transition? Because I would love for the community to come out and support Tolson. It's been a long-standing community partner, very important part of the community, and you guys have done a lot of good work over the years. So can you provide that date and time again?
So the spring break week, we'll have programming that whole week. So between 12 and 6 p.m., we'll have programming for kids starting at 12. During the day, we also offer pickleball for any parents, usually some parents that come in and play pickleball. But we will be there from 12 to 6, Monday through Friday. I believe that's the 4th through the 8th, 4th, 5th. Yeah, 4th through the 8th of April. And on that Thursday, which is the 7th, we'll have the transition or the handoff from the mayor to the new executive director, which I won't name, but you'll meet her if you come down and see her. And we'll talk about some of the things we can look forward to, because as you know, we'll all be a part of the Tolson Center. It's going to be one of those things that we can all join in. Every organization in the city can probably take part in that new Tolson Center.
Yeah, so if you're not, Tolson Center is not just about the South Side, it's a community. It's about the entire community and the entire city of Elkhart. So if you're available, come out and support Tolson Center in their transition as they make it a bigger and better impact on our community. So thank you so much for sharing that. The Parks Department has some amazing things going on, something for not just our Elkhart Community School students, but the family and the community in general. So if you have the opportunity, take part in some of those activities. Very exciting. There's no excuse to say there's nothing to do in the summer. The Parks Department is providing things for your families, and encourage your young person, stay out of trouble in the summer, get a summer job. It gets them ready for life after high school. So last but not least, mental health is so important. So I wanted to end on a very solid note, because if you guys don't remember anything, the programming that we have partnered with Oakline is so important to our families and students. So I'm going to turn it over to Angie, and she's going to talk a little bit about the programming that they do through Oakline.
Thank you, Daisy. Yes, I agree completely that mental health treatment is so important, and helping students gain access to that treatment is particularly important. And that's part of my role as a liaison for the district. So as I stated before, I started out as a therapist at Oakland, and I just noticed so many of my clients had mental health issues that were affecting their ability to be successful in school. So when this partnership became available and this particular role as a liaison was available to me, I just jumped at the chance to take it. And so really, I feel like one of the most important things that we do as liaisons is to just expedite the process for students getting access to treatment at Oakland, and to make that as easy as possible for parents and for the youth that we serve. And so we do that by serving on a multidisciplinary team. We go for weekly meetings. Each school has a liaison assigned to them. And those teams they consist of school psychologists, the counselors, the social workers in the building, teachers, administrators. And if students are struggling, either academically or socially, emotionally, then they're referred to that team, and we all kind of work collaboratively to provide interventions, come up with strategies to help those students in school. There are times when the mental health needs of students cannot be met in the building alone by the professionals in the building. And those are times when the students are then referred to Oakland. So the school social worker will reach out to the family, they'll discuss concerns and get parent permission or guardian permission for one of the liaisons to contact the parents. Once we get the referral, we have a commitment to call them within 24 hours. Typically, it's the same day that we get the referral. We call the parent, we schedule those intake assessments at Oakland, which is just the first step in getting connected with any sort of treatment that we have available. And there are times too when we determine from this intake assessment that the youth or the family would be better served by a community partner. So we make those referrals as well. And we always assess for risk of self to harm, harm to self, and we respond then to urgent needs as well. So either through facilitating like an inpatient hospitalization or just immediate follow-up for outpatient treatment at Oakland. And then once that student is connected with treatment, as long as we have a release of information, we help to facilitate communication between the treatment providers at Oakland and that student support team at school. So like for example, if a student is going to therapy because they have anxiety or like a panic disorder, and they're learning things in therapy or in treatment that could be helpful to them in the school, then we want to make sure that we're communicating that and we're letting their support team at school know what kind of coping skills they're learning or what kind of strategies are helpful to them, so that the school staff can support that student and can reinforce those skills to help them kind of manage their symptoms in the school environment. We also have a liaison at Pride Academy, which is the district's alternative, one of their alternative school programs. She does a weekly group that's focused on emotion regulation, communication, feelings identification and mindfulness. She also teaches students about healthy relationships and suicide prevention, works on coping skills, and just generally sort of like good mental health hygiene. And then I can talk more too about the specific programs we have at Oaklawn, if you'd like. So we have individual and family therapy, and we have skills training available. So those are community-based programs. The skills trainers are mental health professionals that can go into the classroom to work on social skills, coping skills, emotion regulation, things like that. And then we have care facilitation, which helps to really manage like all of the service providers that may be working with the youth, and they can work with families and connecting them with resources. And we have TIP, which is our transition to independence process. So that is a program for older youth who are wanting to live independently, but just needing a little bit of assistance with skill building or connecting to resources to help them to reach their goals and live independently as they get older. We have New Hope, which is our adolescent substance abuse treatment program. And we have a new group called Affirm, which is a cognitive behavioral therapy group. And we have a group for older kids at the Elkhart location of Oaklawn, as well as for younger children in Goshen.
Thank you so much. So because mental health still carries a big stigma, I think some families are afraid of their kids getting labeled or getting in the system or things like that, or us overstepping our boundaries. But I want you to explain a little bit about what the intake process is like, and then after that, what kind of services or resources are available to them.
That's a good question. And that's so true. There is still that stigma, even though, we all have mental health and we all have mental health needs that need to be addressed. There still sort of is, there's either stigma or there's just kind of this fear of kind of the unknown if nobody has accessed formal mental health treatment before. So often when students are discussed in these team meetings, I will ask if I can just contact the parent just to share more information and just ask questions. The goal sometimes of the contact is not necessarily to schedule their child for an intake assessment, but really just to kind of break down that barrier a little bit and answer any concerns or address any concerns that they may have. Oftentimes then that results in the parent wanting to schedule an intake assessment at Oaklawn. And so we have hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we try to be available when parents and children are available. And then the parent attends with their child, and they meet with myself or the other clinical liaison that we have, or another therapist on the team. And it's really just a conversation. It's just kind of figuring out what that student's strengths are, and then some areas that they struggle with that we could be helpful. And so we're really assessing for symptoms of a mental illness. And so if they meet diagnostic criteria, then we would refer to an appropriate service. But there are times when we do that assessment and it's really, the family that could use some support, or there are just resources that family needs to be linked with to be able to, just function a little bit better, or alleviate some stress that they may be having. And so then we'll link with other partners as well. So the intake assessment typically is it's just a conversation. Like it's something that the kids leave, and oftentimes there's a lot of relief on the part of the parent and the child that there is kind of a name for what they're experiencing, and there is treatment for it. So.
It's nice to know that what you're saying is simple. It's a conversation. I think when people think of assessment, you're going to Oaklawn. Getting mental health services don't mean you're crazy or broken or damaged. It just means you're making a proactive effort to be the healthiest you can be and to be connected to services. So I'm glad we have this opportunity to share more about the process so people know it's nothing to be afraid of. We are here to help you and connect you to the right resources. So after that assessment, then what other resources or treatments could be available to the families and parents?
Right. So then that's where we would make those recommendations based on kind of what we talk about in that conversation. And so a lot of times the students who get referred from the school system have a diagnosis of anxiety or of depression, or, there could be other like behavioral issues going on. And so depending on what the diagnosis is, that informs our treatment recommendations. Often students are referred for individual or family therapy. And then, like I said before, we have those community-based services, which are skills training, or care facilitation. For older youth, we often refer to services that can then help them to be successful into adulthood. So throughout their schooling and as they graduate.
Thank you so much. So do you have a contact information or website that you would like for us to post in the description for this report?
Yeah, Oakland has a website. It's oakland.org. I would say if you are a parent of a student in the Elkhart district and you are interested in having your child have an intake assessment at Oakland, or just to learn more about Oakland, I would reach out to your school's social worker. So every school in the Elkhart district has a social worker, and we work most closely with them. So they can help then that family to get in contact with the liaison, and just connect with us.
Thank you. And then, David, I didn't give you the opportunity to give your contact information. So do you want to provide a website or any contact information also?
Yes, our website is elkhartlifeline.com. That's elkhartlifeline.com. And if anybody would like to email me, my email is david@elkhartlifeline.com.
Thank you so much. So you guys, we have 3 minutes left. This has been a fantastic promotional event for our Parent Connection. I got you, Tanda. I got you. Parent Connection Expo, you guys. It is March 26th. It's on a Saturday from 11 to 2. Again, we will be providing childcare. So if you have a family, bring them. You'll be able to visit the booths for our community partners. We're giving away gift cards and other prizes, so you don't want to miss it. Come out. Get connected, find out what resources we have. We have 3 minutes left. So I want everybody to think about what is one thing about your organization or programming that most people don't know that you wish they knew and took more advantage of. And then Tanda, I'll start with you because you said you forgot to say something, and I'll let you go first, and then we'll do rapid fire so that we end on time.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, all of you. I mean, this has been great. And thank you, Daisy, for facilitating this. But I did want to mention that we have EEF, Elkhart Education Foundation, Summerscape program will be at the expo as well, giving out information. And also Rhythm to You is another partner. Nicole Williams, she provides drumming that speaks to resilience for students in a way of through drumming and music. So just wanted to give them a shout out as well in terms of providing and working with us with our summer program. So thanks, you guys.
So we have to answer the question, what's one thing about maybe the community partners or after school programs that you wish more people knew?
Oh, wow.
Everybody else better start thinking because we got rapid fire.
I know, right? Take advantage of the opportunities that they're there. There's no reason why students won't be busy this summer. So they're affordable. They are there, willing, wanting, and giving our kids a lot of experiences right here in our city. So take advantage of them.
Thank you. Okay, Nicole, what do you have for us? What's one thing you want people to remember, or one thing that maybe they don't know about?
Working in after school programming is so much fun. We get to play with the kids every day. We get to build robots and eat snacks with the kids and stuff. And also, like, we let all of our staff's kids come to our programming for free, including Kids Care. A lot of parents don't realize that. So you can come here and work, and you have free childcare too.
That's awesome. And you got that right. Play with your kids, get out, be healthy, because they will keep you young. They will keep you on your toes. So David, what is your final thought or point about Lifeline?
Yeah, for all those juniors and seniors at Laugh Academy, you guys have the opportunity to sign up for our construction program that eventually can get you a career. And then also for our summer camp, it's $10 a week, and you get so much for those $10.
Hey, that's $10 doesn't get you much nowadays. So if it can get you a whole summer program, you guys better take advantage of that. Okay, Clarence, what is your final thought for this promotional?
I guess 2 things. One, we have a summer chill series, concert series that happens at Nibco Park. And I wasn't going to tell you the date and time, but no, go to the website, look it up, and you'll see a whole bunch of other stuff.
Clarence, so you know, that people may not do that. Give them the date, and then if they forget,
I'm not doing it, Daisy. I don't know. No, Daisy, I'm just joking. But we usually do it the 3rd Friday of every month, and it's from 7 to 9. But see, Daisy, now they won't even look at the other great opportunities that exist. But I digress. And also that the Civic Plaza should be active all summer, every Saturday. I think we got 2 Saturdays to fill. And so from June and July, we'll have something going on downtown. Just show up on Saturday, there'll be something going on.
Awesome. And you heard it. He said it several times. Go to the website or I'm going to be personally responsible. So everybody go to the Parks Department website. Do you want to tell them the website again, Clarence?
What is it?
See?
Elkhart, Indiana. ElkhartIndiana.org. www.elkhartindiana.org.
Thank you. And last but not least, Angie, what is your final thought?
Yes. So I should mention that Oaklawn has many grants and financial assistance programs to help families cover the cost of care. So that is often a concern that parents talk about when I reach out to them. And we never at Oaklawn want the concern for cost to be a barrier to accessing services. So we have grants through SAMHSA for folks who are uninsured or who are underinsured. And then we have sliding scale fees. So we can assist with payment too.
That is an excellent way to end this promotional event. It's been a great day at Elkhart Community Schools, a great time on this live event promoting our Parent Connection Expo. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say that, but I want you to remember and I want you to come. It is March 26th, Saturday from 11 to 2. It's a great way to get connected to the district, understand what resources and community partners have to offer, and stay connected and in the know with the district. Saturday, March 26th, 11 to 2, we'll have childcare, we'll have community partners, we'll have prizes, we'll have food. So you don't want to miss it. And make sure you guys do us a favor. Like our YouTube channel, turn on subscriptions, share this video. We plan to continue to do these live events to promote activities and events in the Elkhart School District. So do us a favor, help us get the word out, share this video. Thank you so much to our community partners. It's been a fantastic night. We are 3 minutes over. I appreciate your time. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the live event.
Thank you.
Bye.